Hello and welcome to i-nastava. This is English language lesson for the 4th grade of high school. My name is Rejhana Nuhanović Tadijan and our topic today is Train Your Brain Day. In today's lesson, you will identify specific information in a written and spoken text and summarize information found in a text. You will need a notebook, something to write with, internet access, and if possible, QR code reader. First, let's start with some facts about the brain. Some of them might even be fun. I'm sure you already know a lot about the brain, so take a moment to read through these notes and numbers and try to figure out what they relate to. Some might be really easy, while some require some thinking. So, pause this video and try to think about it. Give your brain some exercise. And here are the answers. 3 pounds is the weight of the human brain. About 75% of the brain is made up of water. There are 100 billion neurons in the human brain. Brain feels no pain, but it interprets pain signals it receives. It is said that we use only 10% of our brain, although it is also sometimes disputed. Brain uses 25% of the oxygen we breathe in. It also grows 3 times in size during the first year of our lives. There are connections between brain cells or neurons, and they are basically the way one cell is talking to another, and they are the ones that make the brain so amazing. We need to strengthen those connections, just like with other body muscles, and we can do that by exercising. And chocolate? It's delicious, of course, and it also helps improve our memory, especially dark chocolate. So, dig in. Train Your Brain Day is celebrated on the 13th of October every year, and it is a perfect opportunity to celebrate your brain and to pay more attention to it. And that is exactly what we will be doing today. I am sure that you are aware of the fact that there are 2 sides or hemispheres of the brain. It is said that they are responsible for different personality traits or abilities. Do you know which side is in charge of which of these areas? You can pause the lesson and try to order them. It is said that the left side controls analysis, facts, the right hand, details, numbers, logic, and language skills, and the right side, a left hand, emotions, multitasking, creativity, music or art, dreams, and intuition. So, do you think you are left or right oriented? Have you ever done a test to find out? Here's a link, bit.ly LR test and a QR code, so you can try. You can pause this video and do the test carefully. And afterwards, you will see if you agree or disagree with the results. So, what do you say? Is the test right? Is the result in line with your abilities and strengths? Do you think it is true that we are either left or right oriented, or do you believe it might only be a myth? I'd like you to follow this link, bit.ly myth or true, or scan the code, and watch a short video and read a text and try to find out what they say. Is it true or not so much? Yes, they say there is some truth to it, but for the most part, it's a myth. The 2 hemispheres are different, but we are not just left-brained or right-brained. On average, we use both sides of our brain equally. In the text and the video, there were some words that might be new to you, and I'd like you to follow this link, bit.ly lrmatch, or scan the code, and try to match the words with their meanings. You have seen them in context in the previous task, so try to figure out their meaning. Now, I'd like you to read the same text again and watch the video one more time, this time more carefully, and take notes on these key terms. I'd like you to write down something you find important about right and left side dominance theory. In what parts is it true, and in what is it a myth? Also, note down the reasons for left and right side crossing over. And in the end, pay attention to the evidence of the two sides of the brain working together. What examples are given in the text and the video? Now let's talk about the different ways how to keep your brain fit. We have already mentioned that we need to exercise it to keep the connections strong. But how can we do that? Lift weights. What are the weights for the brain? I'd like you to read the text on this website and write a list of suggestions given to keep your brain young and in shape, and also provide some examples for each suggestion. The link is bit.ly brainx, and there is also the code. We can also train our brains in specific areas. The first one we're going to work on today is to train our brains to think in English. Do you already have any ideas about how you can strengthen your foreign language skills? What have you been doing so far to expand your vocabulary or use new words in different contexts? There is a video I'd like you to watch now. The link is bit.ly trainbraineng, and in the video there are different exercises as practical examples of the ways to keep your brain fit when it comes to languages. There are a few tasks for you to do during this video. You should do all the activities as they come up in the video together with the presenter. Also, you should pause the video after each exercise and do the tasks she asks of you. Of course, without cheating. I'm sure you will come across some new words, and I'd like you to write them down in your notebooks and pronounce them a few times. After you do all the activities, you should write a sentence or two about how you think you did. What was easy and what was more difficult than you thought? Were you able to recall all the words? Were there many words you hadn't been actively using? Do you find these tips to be useful, and do you think you could use them on a regular basis? Was there anything that surprised you? I hope you will find these activities fun and beneficial at the same time and continue practicing them in different environments. Apart from training your brain in English, you can also celebrate Train Your Brain Day by starting the path to a brighter and healthier future. The first thing you can do is to decide what kind of day you're going to have. When you wake up, decide how it will be best to face the day. If you just react to other people's actions, that isn't very beneficial. It would be much better to choose your reactions, regardless of theirs. It is certainly possible. You can also view situations that could be frustrating as exciting opportunities. Instead of thinking that someone is mean, You could see them as having a bad day. You can even choose to help them and not feel personally affected. One of the best things you can do for yourselves is to list a few things you are grateful for each morning, first thing you wake up. It will definitely set the tone for the rest of your day. Just close your eyes and feel it. Your comfortable bed, the warmth around you, your breath, your health, family, friends, your dog or cat, music, all the things that you take for granted. Stop for a second and just be grateful for them. The mind is capable of turning almost any limitation or situation into a positive, and it all starts with the choice to do so. So, use this day to train your brain to think positive and enjoy all the little things, not just today, but every day, and see what happens. There is also a variety of different activities which boost the brain power, keep your memory strong, and are still quite entertaining. Some of them are riddles, puzzles, and brain teasers. Do you know the difference? Can you come up with an example for each? You can pause this video and think about it. Even write it down if you want to. Just don't Google it. These three words are usually interchangeable. They can test logical reasoning, knowledge, or serve just as amusement. The difference is that a tangible object, such as a toy or a game, will usually not be referred to as a riddle. It is usually a puzzle, but it can at times be called a brain teaser. Still, all three help a person to develop and improve cognitive function while having fun. Can you guess, according to these photos, which of these is a puzzle, which is a brain teaser, and which is a riddle? What about the first one? What do you think? It's a riddle. The second one is a visual brain teaser. The third is a puzzle, it's a maze. The next one is also a puzzle, but this time a jigsaw puzzle. And the last one, it is a spoken brain teaser. Do you know the answers to this riddle and the brain teaser, the spoken one? Think about it. If these two are not enough, here are some more brain teasers and riddles for you to have fun. You can find many more online, and it's a great way to be entertained while doing something beneficial for your brain. You can also challenge your friends and family and add more excitement to it. Follow these links and have fun. And we are almost at the end of today's lesson. This is a choice board with three types of activities: a research, a challenge, and a game. For each of them, you have a choice. You can decide which activity in that category you want to do. First, you choose one research. If you choose, for example, best food for brain, you should do a short research online about that topic and write a short summary, about 200 words. You can research also what types of intelligences there are, or make a list of things to do if you want to lose your brain cells connection. Next, you choose a challenge you like and at least try to do it. If you don't succeed at first, try it again, but do your best. And the last thing is the game category. You need to create an online crossword, 2 riddles, or solve 5 brain teasers, of course in English. I hope you will have fun. If you are ambitious or find this entertaining, you can do more than 3 activities. You can even do all 9. As the last activity of the day, you should do this 3-2-1 activity. You should list 3 new facts about the brain you have learned today. Name and explain 2 new words you have learned today, and explain 1 new riddle or brain teaser you have solved today. And do you want to know the answers to the riddle and brain teaser from earlier? Did you manage to solve it? If not, the first one, I'm tall when I'm young and I'm short when I'm old. It is a candle. And the number, what makes it unique? It has each number, 0 through 9, listed in alphabetical order. I bet you didn't know that one. And I hope you had fun today and trained your brain with me. This is the end of today's lesson. Thank you for taking part, and goodbye.